Alrighty guys, so in this video we're going to talk about how to do less in your business and make more money, make more profit, add more to your bottom line. So this video is specifically for people who've, maybe you've already started a business and you didn't do it, the perfect, correct way at the beginning where you started off very early specializing or narrowing it down to a few core offerings, but maybe you've already gotten your business to the point where, you're offering a bunch of different things and it's difficult to break out of that, because to break out of that, you need to spend time developing one core part of it, right? You need to spend time developing that one core part, but you're still busy with all the other parts, right? So how do you do it? How do you get it done? So today I'm going to walk you through the formula for how to do it. And I'm going to be using this over here. So each one of these numbers represents a different part of your business, right? So this could be your, right over here, this could be that your bathroom remodeling service, this could be your flooring service, this could be your kitchen remodeling service, this could be decks over here. And so what happens is, as you start the business and you start taking on all these different types of work, you get pretty good at bathrooms and you get pretty good at flooring and pretty good at kitchens and pretty good at what was this last thing, decks, right? So you stay pretty good or pretty average at just about everything. And because your effort is split between so many different things, it's very difficult to find the time and the effort to hire and get each one automated, right? So you feel like you're, running around between 20 different things all the time. Like if let's say you wanted to specialize in kitchens or you want to specialize in flooring, and then someone says, hey, can you do my basement? Now you have to figure out the permitting process and, all these different stuff. Maybe they want a bathroom in their basement and they want all this different, a wet bar, and you have to kind of, talk to a bunch of people, and it's like you're learning each new process fresh. And so you only become good at a little bit of everything, or maybe you're like really good at a little bit of everything, but this is quality plus systems. So it's not just quality we're talking about here. What we're talking about is how systemized is it? How much can it operate without your personal involvement, okay? So even if your quality is good, if it can't operate without your personal involvement, then it is very difficult to step back and start working on your business, start working on the profitability, and make your business saleable, okay? So we're gonna cover the process for, okay, so you're already here. How do you get into specializing, into narrowing down your services, and then build your business back up the right way? So, first and foremost, okay, is to get leads. Get leads. And I'm not saying that you necessarily have to work with our company to do this. I'm going to put a link that is a resource. I believe it's 99 calls, and they have a bunch of different ways to get leads. Obviously, this is something we do too, but the first step is to get leads, get a consistent amount of leads coming in for one type of project, okay? And so let me tell you a little story. When I was new in business, and this was my first business, and I was trying to figure out how to get clients, and I was struggling, and I think I had maybe like 2 weeks worth left of cash in the bank, so it was a pretty tight spot. And I was like, I was praying. I was like, God, can I get, if I just had $5,000, that would be awesome. If I had $5,000, like I would just be so less stressed out, and I could, start thinking clearly again and stuff. And what's funny is the very next day I got a call out of the blue for a guy that wanted a website project, and the price was going to be around $5,000. Okay. Now here's the funny part about that. I didn't actually get that job. However, knowing that that was a potential sale gave me that energy. It gave me that get up and go to go out and sell, to go out and charge what I was worth, because I thought, that I had this other deal over here. So the same thing happens, like if you're working with a customer and, they're trying to like get you to come down on your price, or they're trying to like, or let's say you get a referral for a project that isn't within your wheelhouse, it isn't what you want to do, and it's not going to be very profitable, but you kind of need the cash. If you know that you have 50 leads that are going to come in next month for your ideal type of project, then it's much easier to either, like, again, if it's a customer that's trying to lowball you, it's easier to stand firm and say, hey, if I have to lose the deal over this, I have to lose the deal over this, because I'm going to charge what I'm worth. Because in your mind that if this deal falls through, you have 50 potential deals that are coming your way. However, if you have nothing, the phone's not ringing, leads aren't coming in, and you get that referral, it's like, oh, I gotta chase after that job. I gotta get that job because I need that cash flow. And it just continues the cycle. So the very first step in being able to specialize and narrow down your service offering to build better quality, good quality systems and have good quality work being pumped out without your personal involvement, very first step is making sure that consistent leads are flowing into the business. All right, step 2, sell like you'll never have steak again. All right, so in other words, sell like the stakes are high. So if you have, so marketing is pretty expensive, right? So you're getting these leads in, and you want to make sure that your advertising dollars are being absolutely maximized, and you want to make sure you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. Okay, so to do that, let's say that on average you book 20% of the leads that come in, and you close 20% of the leads that you book. So that means out of 100 leads, you'll book 20, and you'll close, what is 20% of 20? You'll close 4. You'll close 4, okay? So if your booking percentage is, so if your booking percentage is 50%, and your closing percentage is 50%, out of 100 leads, that means you're booking 50, and you're closing 25. Right? So if you go from a 25% or a 20% booking and close rate to a 50% booking and close rate, you just went from 4 deals to 25 deals. All right. So it's pretty ridiculous when you start compounding those numbers and adding them up. Getting better at booking and getting better at sales will help you produce a massively more profitable return from your advertising, right? So sell like you'll never have steak again if you don't. 3, okay? Now this is an important step in the process because you don't, depending on how risk averse you are or how risky type of person you are, I tend to be a very risky person. But if you have, if you start into this and just okay, I'm gonna get leads for this one type of service, I'm gonna cancel everything else I have, right? That's not what you want to do because now you don't have money coming into the business, right? So you need to keep having money coming into the business. But as you start seeing leads come in, and as you start having confidence that okay, things are happening, I'm getting business coming in for this specific type of project that I want to narrow down my services to. Now you can start saying no, okay? So now when that commercial project comes across your desk that, seems like this amazing opportunity, but is actually going to cost you a lot of money and time in the long run, you'll be like, okay, well, I'm not desperate anymore. I have leads coming in and I have sales coming. I'm starting to develop a little bit of a sales process, and I know that my closing on average is 30%, and I know that I have 10 more estimates scheduled. So it's pretty likely I'm going to close between 1 to maybe two of those deals at the least. I can say no to this, and I know that I'm still going to have cash flow coming in the business. So once you have the leads and the sales coming in, and you kind of know what your numbers are, and kind of build that confidence, now you can start saying no. Now you can start saying no to the little projects that might seem like, oh, it's just going to be a quick, easy thing, and I'm going to make this extra cash from it. You start saying no to those, and life starts getting a little bit easier, right? Because now you're focused on one type of thing that's going to make you money. 4th is build your process, okay? So that process is a few different things. That process is, what is your checklist? What is your step-by-step process? What is your step-by-step system to deliver that work to the customer? Okay, and as you start to build this, you'll be able to hire people and train them much more quickly than you otherwise would be able to. And building your process means making this part of the business, this specialty of the business, this one service, making that whole department so that it can continue running itself even when you're, let's say you go on a 3-week vacation, and you can have confidence that that is going to continue running itself. So to me, the process includes what is your step-by-step, process and procedures for doing the job. Getting a estimator or a salesperson that can go out and that now they're following your steps and processes, so it's much easier to train that person as well, or a salesperson. And then, once this department gets big enough and you have, a few trucks or a few million in revenue with this one thing, then you hire a project manager or something as needed. But basically, the goal is to get some laborers coming in that by themselves can handle maybe 80% of the things that would come up, and then eventually you might need to hire a project manager to cover the remaining 20%. So now you've built this process. Now you've built this section of your business. Okay, back to this. You built this section of your business that it's consistently high quality and it's consistently running without your personal involvement. Okay, so you could take a 3 to 6 week vacation and everything still functions as it needs to. That is a beautiful thing to have. Now you have an asset. Now you have a sellable business. And then from there, if you want to keep growing, there's 2 different ways you can do it. Okay, you can open another location in another market offering that same core service, or you can start adding other services, because now that that's automated, now you have time to do the research and do everything it takes to build up that second department. So let's say HVAC is your core offering, right? Now you have time to build up and do all the research and build the process for the plumbing department. Now now that that's running itself and you're free again, you can take a break from the business and nothing bad happens. And it's not that you want to be taking vacations all the time. I like to work hard. I know most of you do, so that's not my point. But my point is that you want to be able to step away if you need to, or so that you can work on expanding the business. All right. So now you have HVAC and plumbing. Now, okay, let's work on the electrical side, right? But the point is, you want to get one thing going and operating smoothly and systemized and automatic without your personal involvement as quickly as possible. Okay. So that's the route of offering, expanding your services. So you get one service down and then you add services on top of it. The other route is location. So you get one service down with one location, then you start offering other locations. Now, the pros to offering other locations is that your training is, you guys just become better and better and better and phenomenal at that one core service as you build locations, because you're sharing tips and training back and forth, and training becomes so much more efficient. But the pros to offering more services is that you're broadening your potential market within one small area. So also you can refer clients back and forth. So if you do HVAC and you build up your plumbing side and you build your electrical side, your marketing dollars become more efficient, because now you can say, okay, well, you called us for HVAC, but 3 months later, the customer will get an email from you or something, and they'll know you do electrical, and they'll be like, hey, I have this problem I need taken care of, or I have this plumbing problem that I need taken care of. So, or someone comes to you for plumbing, and then later they need HVAC. And so now you can start to cross-refer clients to each other, right? So those are the 2 potential ways of expanding once you get that down. But guys, getting a core service, a core offering down, and automating that within your business so that you can step away is just such a beautiful thing to have. And I encourage all of you to really strive and really push for that. Hopefully this gave you some insight on how to do it. If you have any questions, if you really like something I said or disagree with something I said, I want to hear from you below. Also, we're going to be uploading at least 1 new video per week, so smash that subscribe button, smash the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.